ladies, if you think your man is cheating on you, I've got the perfect Snapchat hack for you, okay? Listen up. Welcome to today's lesson of how to go through your man's phone without actually going through your man's phone. I started this series literally a year ago and then totally forgot about it, and I'll still randomly get notifications from that first original video because it kind of blew up, but I'm deciding I needed to bring it back because I have many hacks for you. Without further ado, please take your seat because class is in session. And today we are going to focus on Snapchat. As much as the Snapchat and Instagram algorithm have changed and they seem annoying, they're actually very much in our favor, okay? Like Snapchat is very much for the girlies now. To put it in the simplest of terms, anybody that I interact with pretty frequently, whoever that person might be, whoever they interact with is going to be a suggestion of mine. Playing that back, that still made absolutely no sense. So let me paint a picture for you, okay? Let's say I interact with Joe quite frequently, okay? And let's say Joe interacts with Vanessa quite frequently. Vanessa is going to be a suggested person of mine, even if I absolutely have no other ties to Vanessa besides Joe. Make sense? Let me explain how I figured this out. So I tell my guy coworkers pretty much everything about my love life, all right? Like, they could genuinely blackmail me with the amount of crazy shit I have done and admitted to them at work. Like, they know a little too much about my love life and boy drama. So I had told him not too long ago about this situation with it was actually a guy friend of mine, and I like told him first, last name, everything. So we kind of had a joke about this guy at work because this guy did like this really weird thing and I told him about it and whatever. But that guy at the time, I Snapchatted him, not like a ton, but like we had a streak. Like, so I probably Snapchatted him at least once or twice every day. But whatever. After that whole situation happened, my guy coworker after work sent me like a screenshot of his like suggested on Quick Ad, and that gave me all the information I need to know. So he basically was just texting me as a joke, like, oh, like, you know, your man is literally in my suggested, because the guy that like I had told them about was in his suggested on Quick Ad. So for one, that was already insane because like my guy coworker has absolutely zero ties to this boy except for me, and I don't even interact with him that frequently. Plus, my guy coworker, like, we don't Snapchat, so like me and him have no interactions either. So like, why the fuck is somebody that I Snapchatting popping up on his suggestions? But that's not even the worst part, okay? Because when he sent me the screenshot of like, oh, come get your man, like he's in my Quick Ad, guys, when I tell you, like, literally every single boy that I had been Snapchatting was on his Quick Ad suggestions. Like, literally boys, like, from college, guys that don't even freaking live here, were on his suggested of Quick Ad. It even had some of my girlfriends that, like, I remember one specifically was a girl that I used to dance with, and she had, like, Snapchatted me. She was, like, sending me old videos. I think we Snapchatted for maybe, like, 3 or 4 days. Even she was popped up in his suggested Quick Ad when, like, me and her don't even interact. Like, we don't even talk that often. Also, if you're still not convinced, I recently had one of my guy friends, he like got out of a relationship not too long ago, and I was setting him up with one of my friends. And he recently added me on Snapchat, and I noticed that after I added him back on Snapchat, his like ex-girlfriend, like who I literally don't know, popped up as like a #1 suggested on my Snapchat. Like, it's literally suggesting people that you might only have one mutual with, and you don't even really have to interact with them. If they interact with them, it's gonna be popping up on your shit, even if you just friended them. So ladies, I advise you to do some research, okay? Like, if you are looking in your Quick Ad and you're noticing some like very random girls, and you look up those girls and your man either like follows them on Instagram, maybe he's liked some of their pictures, like he has clearly some ties with them, connections, he might be talking to her on the DL and you might have no idea about it. Like with my 2 scenarios, I didn't even really need to interact with that person for their interactions to pop up on mine, okay? Like, even just adding them as a friend, their quite frequent Snapchatters, whatever, are popping up on my suggestions. So be aware of that, okay? Be on the lookout. Think class is closed today for Snapchat, and we'll get into Instagram in the next lesson. If you have any more questions, let me know in the comments below if you're confused about anything. But yeah, hope you guys start catching these cheaters left and right. You don't even need to go through his phone. You can find that shit in your own phone.